Hey, welcome today on how to screw up your Ford. Alright, jumping in this endless pile of bolts. So this is a diesel, right? This is not a gas. And the biggest difference between diesels and gas is, well, the fuel, obviously. Vacuum, specifically. That is a vacuum pump. It creates a constant vacuum throughout the whole system of all these nooks and crannies, what all this stuff goes to. Guess what? I'm having trouble stopping. Yeah, I don't have a whole lot of power right at first. Diesels do not have a throttle plate if you really pay attention, and throttle plates is what gives the actual engine a vacuum to create. So right now we are just in our normal atmospheric pressure. I think, what is it, 28 is the actual barometric. It's 14, I forget the actual terminology, but anyways, so right now this diesel cannot create enough vacuum to boost the vacuum inside of the booster. This is a huge diaphragm, and it uses this guy right here. This is a check valve. You should be able to take him off and blow into him to make sure that air's only going one way. That's a check valve right there. Only goes one way, air. Yeah. If you guys have missed me, yeah, I just got done moving out on 7 acres. I used to live in the city, more like the shitty. Yeah, now I have my own little area where I could just have all my fun Ford projects and make endless videos for you. In all seriousness, air alone is a very simple but funny concept. You have to have enough volume or space, such as a vacuum canister, to assist items like this, because that little guy that's attached to the pulley on the side, the freaking pump that's working off my block, yeah, you know what I'm talking about, that guy I just showed you, is not enough to pull all that area inside of the booster I just showed you. The thing right there, there's a whole bunch of air inside of there. And when you push on the piston, basically when you push on the brake, there's a little piston in there that moves, and there's all kinds of little doodads up in there that move, and this is your master reservoir, and that's how it works. And my symptom is, pay close attention now, my symptom is I push on the pedal momentarily and I have virtually no brakes. It feels very weird, and all of a sudden they start working, which tells me that I do not have enough volume, because one, I modified this and I ripped out my old one because my old can was all rusty, fell apart. Yeah, sitting right there. Yeah, there's a hole there. But anyways, so what I'm going to do is make a custom canister, vacuum canister, and I'm going to stick it somewhere right in this area, and I'm going to put a T right there, and then that will improve my brake situation. Boy, I can't wait till my wife gets home and sees all my car parts and junk laying all over her counter. Alright, so this is the stuff that I'm going to use to make, and these are the end caps for this big boy. I think this is like 2 feet of some 4-inch. It's not supposed to be pressurized, blah blah blah. Good thing I'm putting a vacuum on it. Alright, so that's a T. That's going to go in the original bang bang booster. And this is going to be whatever the hell else is upstream. This is going to go to my canister. Alright, then this guy right here, I got a kit, and I'm going to make this thread. It really helps to have a kit. Yeah. So that way you can basically tap into that wherever you feel like and make it happen. And then that, well, you just can't do this without purple primer, okay? Probably like, hey, why didn't you just buy the one that's supposed to go in there? Well, the one that's supposed to go in there is like almost $100, and I'm doing this for like 20 or 30 bucks. And plus, who doesn't like original? Don't be lame. Be cool, okay? That, and plastic never corrodes, it never breaks down, never dents, unless you get a really flimsy plastic. But yeah, PVC plastic is the way to go on this. You're like, it's cooler if it's metal. Yeah, well, trust me, there's a reason they stopped making gas tanks out of metal, buddy. Oh yeah, I think that spot's gonna work out just fine. Oh yeah, I'm gonna leave it right there. I'm gonna put my little guy right there and the other little guy right there, and so that way it'll be really close, because semis, I don't know if you have experience driving semis or not, some viewers do, some do not. Air brakes take a moment for them to work because air has to travel. It's not like hydraulics. Little air atoms and stuff, they're squishy, squishy, squishy. Yeah, right there, right there. Oh. Alright, so you don't have to actually use a tap to do this. PVC is pretty soft. It's plastic, right? Blah, blah, blah. I'm going to use a little bit of Teflon since my thread is tapered downward, and I'm just going to put that bad boy down in there. Alright, got my helper. Yeah, buddy, you're going to check for high voltage there. Anyways, I'm going to spray paint this. Maybe some enamel, I don't know. But I got to do this because an inspector might pop me on it.
Like, that's not equal to or greater strength the manufacturer specs, sir.
Alright, got my little helper here. He's holding that paint roller, and I'm going to cut my line right there. I've got a cutter right here. I'm gonna cut you. I'm gonna cut you. Alright. And closer the better. But you don't want to make a funny pitch or nothing like that. Alright, something like that. Okay, just that easy. Yeah, here we go. So, and reminder, the closer the vacuum canister or whatever you have is closer to this guy, you're just going to get that much more responsive power out of your brakes. Alright, now we're ready for our canister.
Ah, there she is. Now don't you go bragging on me job there. I would hate for you to get real jealous. But you get the idea. There we are. I'm going to give this old girl a little whirl.
Yeah? Stepping on the brakes definitely feels different. Imagine that. Can't wait till it warms up so I can drive it. Alright, my truck's a stick, so I gotta set you on my lap. Hope you're okay with that. Just wanted you to see my face. Rolling, 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 rolling. Yes, I'm off road right now. Yes, I'm rolling. And we'll try it. Whoa, shit. Stopped. Let me try downhill real quick. Now I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna roll down the hill, Daddy. I'm gonna hit your camper. Whoa, I got some fucking brakes now. Yeah! Idiot. Should have fucking done that a long time ago. Hope this video helped you. If you didn't, well, that sucks. Help you figure out what your issue is. Bye.